Welcome to Millennial Psyche, a place where we help to put your mind in motion. What does it mean to be an effective person? An effective person knows what to do, why he does it, how to best do it, and does it. You can probably see them as those who generally spend time in things that they can control, such as adopting healthy habits, scheduling their daily tasks, and more. Sounds good, doesn't it? And there's probably no more book used and talked about in the self-help world for being effective than that of author Stephencovey's masterpiece. His book teaches concepts that we can all apply to our daily lives. According to him, his father taught them that in the long run, the only way to enduring success as an individual or an organization is to live in accordance with timeless principles. We sure agree with that, and we want you to learn about them too. That's why in this video, we will talk about the 7 habits of highly effective people. 1. Be proactive. What does it mean to be proactive? If we can summarize this in a nutshell, someone proactive will be saying this. If I really want to improve my situation, I can work on the one thing over which I have control, myself. It means that he or she takes full responsibility for his or her life. A proactive person doesn't blame others for his or her circumstances and make sure that he or she does everything in her power to take life by the reins and mold it according to how he or she sees it best. 2. Begin with the end in mind. Beginning with the end in mind is all about knowing what you want and paving the steps needed to attain it. The most effective way to do this is by developing your own personal mission statement. By having a sense of mission, it will be easier to be proactive. This is because you are centered on your principles. You will have the overall direction on which you've set your long and short-term goals, and will be less distracted along the way to achieving them. Didn't they say, clarity is power? 3. Put first things first. Things which matter most must never be at the mercy of things which matter least. In short, prioritize. It is so easy to be distracted with so many things trying to get our attention. Yet, if you prioritize what needs to be done, then life will be so much easier for you. This means knowing which to focus on based on their importance and urgency. Some tools to do this is by planning out your day or week, saying no to things that don't matter, and knowing which tasks you can delegate and to whom they will be best delegated to. 4. Think win-win. The essence of thinking win-win is basically doing things that will benefit the most people. By benefiting both the people involved, a task will be done more easily and more willingly. Motivation will come easily because there are clear rewards for both parties. Thinking win-win is a belief in compromise. It's not your way or my way. It's a better way, a higher way. Start trying to apply this in your interactions or negotiations with others and notice the stark difference. 5. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. This 5th habit is the key to effective interpersonal communication. Communication is undoubtedly one of the most important skills in life. We are social beings after all, and as much as we can be proactive and do things on our own, we need other people and they need us. Studies say that next to physical survival, the greatest need of a human being is psychological survival. To be understood, to be affirmed, to be validated, and to be appreciated. This ideal is very much attainable if we first seek to understand, then to be understood. Talking and listening is a two-way street after all. 6. Synergize. What does it mean to synergize? Synergy, simply defined, is the coming together of 2 or more parts to create something greater than the result of each part would or could produce on its own. This means that the sum is greater than its parts. And how do we do this? It is by valuing other people's differences, to respect them, to build on strengths and to compensate for weaknesses. To synergize is the essence of creativity, and the more you tap into this, the more people would benefit from it, and endless possibilities of new and better things abound. 7. Sharpen the song. The seventh and final habit is taking time to sharpen the song. This habit binds all the other habits together because it is this habit that makes all the others possible. It means investing in ourselves and committing to always develop more ways than one. It means to not be complacent in our growth and holding ourselves accountable to move life along in an upward spiral that requires us to learn, commit, and do on increasingly higher planes. To keep progressing, it is important to learn, commit, and do it all over again. Remember that by centering our lives on timeless and changing principles, we create a fundamental paradigm of effective living. Your paradigm is the source from which your attitudes and behaviors flow, so be sure to protect it and fine-tune it often. We hope you liked that video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more.